Good morning. Here is the news at 10. First, the highlight. Sexual and gender-based violence adopters direct members to resume today. On the foreign strike begins in Israel as protesters demand Gaza hostage deal. And in sport, Nigeria's Philomena Yina gets Player of the Match award after win over Korea in FIFA Under-20 World Cup finals. Now the details. I am Dele Agadumo. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has reiterated his administration's commitment to zero tolerance on sexual and gender-based violence in Lagos State, warning that perpetrators will face the full wrath of the law. Governor Sanwo-Olu stated this during his awareness and sensitization campaign to kickstart the September month campaign against sexual and gender-based violence in the state. The governor, who noted that Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency has sensitized over 1 million Lagosians, said that with over 66,000 complaints and 50 convictions, there is still a long way to go as many victims are still ashamed to speak out.
Lagos has indeed walked the talk on issues of sexual and gender-based violence, with our pioneering initiatives yielding fruits by the day. Therefore, you can trust that my administration is fully committed to this cause. I urge every Lagosian to join us this September and beyond as we unite to say no to domestic and sexual violence in our community. Together, we can make Lagos free from all forms of sexual and gender-based violence.
Governor Sanwo-Olu urged residents to champion the fight against domestic and sexual violence in Lagos and report any case in their community through the toll-free line 112 or 767. The slogan for this campaign is SGBV, not on my watch, not in my Lagos. The Lagos State Building Control Agency, LAPSCA, has moved to strengthen the 28 and the Lagos the working visit of the to LAPSCA headquarters at Ikeja GRA, Lagos. General Manager of LAPSCA, Olaho Oki, while welcoming the team, commended the General Manager of the Lagos State Material Testing Laboratory for her outstanding performance and effort within a short period in making sure that non-destructive tests, NDT, carried out by the agency are not doctored or poorly appraised by unqualified professionals. Oki also advised the LSMTL management team to always appraise the NDT report, especially from third parties, as this will further assist registered current civil or structural engineers in their final analysis and conclusions. On her part, the General Manager of LSMTL, Olayinka Abdul, applauded LAPSCA for its laudable efforts in ensuring that property owners and developers build according to Lagos State building regulations, thereby bringing sanity to the built environment, an effort that has drastically reduced the menace of building collapse in the state. The Lagos State government has trained and rallied public toilet operators on new sanitation techniques and operations for effective service delivery in the state. Addressing participants, Special Advisor on Environment, Olakunle Rotimi Akodu, reiterated the government's commitment to eradicating open defecation and other environmental nuisances to reduce vulnerability to disease outbreaks and promote social security across the metropolis. Akodu said the state government recognizes the crucial role of janitors and public toilet operators and the need to build capacity to meet the challenges of service delivery in tandem with the Themes Plus agenda of the present administration. He stressed that the campaign has been taken to the grassroots and launched in 11 local government areas across the state, noting that the campaign is in addition to regular sanitation advocacy programs being carried out in markets and communities across the state. The Ogun State Waste Management Authority has sealed off 2 Chinese companies for allegedly contravening the environmental laws of the state. In a statement, the authorities say it took the action after several warnings to the companies fell on deaf ears. The government said the companies also refused to engage accredited waste collectors to properly manage their waste. Managing Director of the authority, Abayomi Huye, who led an enforcement team to seal the companies, accused the Chinese companies of littering their premises with waste, which contravenes Section 17 of the Ogun State Waste Management Law 2020. Huye warned that any company found guilty of similar violations would be sanctioned, whether it is owned by Nigerians or foreigners. Experts say there are indications that the pump price of petrol may rise in filling stations as the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPCL, admitted that it is facing challenges due to a $6 billion debt. In a statement by its Chief Corporate Communications Officer, Olufemi Shuneye, the state-owned energy company subtly confirmed that the debt was the reason for the fuel queues in filling stations across the country, stating that it is impacting supply sustainability. Shuneye said the company is collaborating with relevant government agencies and other stakeholders to maintain a consistent supply of petroleum products nationwide. Now to the rest of the stories. The Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors, NARD, has directed its members to resume work on Monday following a 7-day nationwide warning strike embarked upon by its members over the abduction of their colleague, Ganiat Bukbola. Bukbola was kidnapped 8 months ago. NARD President Dele Agadumo said the association would review the federal government's commitment to resolving its demand in the next 3 weeks. NARD began a 7-day warning strike last Monday to press for the rescue of Bukbola, a registrar in the Department of Ophthalmology at the National Eye Center, Kaduna, who was abducted on December 27, 2023, along with her husband and nephew. While her husband was released in March, Bukbola and her nephew remain in captivity. President Bola Tinubu is due to sign a Memoranda of Understanding (MOU) with his Chinese counterpart, President Xi Jinping. Special Assistant to the President on social media, Olusegun Dada, on his X handle said, besides bilateral talks, President Tinubu, as chairman of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, will speak on behalf of the region in the multilateral talks between West African leaders and the Chinese president. The president will conduct site visits to 2 major Chinese corporations to return focus to the completion of the Ibadan to Abuja segment of the Lagos to Kano high-speed rail line, one of the key objectives of this visit. Tinubu is also due to meet with 10 selected chief executive officers of 10 major Chinese corporations with assets under management totaling over $3 trillion across multiple sectors of the economy, including information and communications technology, refining oil and gas, aluminum production, seaport construction, harbor construction and dredging services, financial services, satellite technology development, as well as many other critical sectors. Some of the MOUs to be signed between the two countries are in the areas of deepening of cooperation in green economy, in agriculture, satellite technology development, in media enterprise development and promotion, as well as blue economic development and national planning cooperation. And now to foreign news. A general strike is taking place in Israel after protests over what is seen as the government's failure to secure the release of hostages held by Hamas. One of the country's most powerful unions, Histadrut, announced the one-day strike. It remains unclear how widely the action will be observed. Some flights at Ben Gurion Airport, Israel's main air transit hub, have been disrupted since the strike began. On Sunday, tens of thousands of people rallied across Israel after the bodies of 6 hostages were recovered by soldiers on Saturday. In our sport, Nigeria's midfielder Philomena Yina has been named player of the match following the Falconets' hard-earned victory over Korea Republic in FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup finals. The Falconets defeated the Asians 1-0 in the keenly contested encounter. Flourish Sebastian scored the decisive goal 4 minutes from time, while Yina put up an impressive performance in the encounter. Meanwhile, the Falconers will face Germany in their next game at the Estadio Metropolitano de Teco in Bogota on Wednesday. And that is our news at 10. Just before we go, your vehicle is not a strong room. Please keep your valuables off the view of miscreants. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration, NOMA, launched the Lagos State Blue Box Recycling Initiative? Did you know that under the Sanwo-Olu administration, NOMA launched the Lagos State Blue Box Recycling Initiative? You can get more details on the Lagos State government website. To end the news, try the highlights of the major stories. Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has reiterated his administration's commitment to zero tolerance on sexual and gender-based violence in Lagos State, warning that perpetrators will face the full wrath of the law. The Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors, NARD, has directed its members to resume work on Monday, following a 7-day nationwide warning strike embarked upon by its members over the abduction of their colleague, Ganiat Mukbola. Also told you that a general strike is taking place in Israel after protests over what is seen as the government's failure to secure the release of hostages held by Hamas. And in sport, Nigeria's midfielder Philomena Yina has been named player of the match following the Falconets' hard-earned victory over Korea Republic in FIFA Under-20 Women's World Cup finals. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That is the news broadcast compiled by Adewale Oluboroko. I'm Dele Agadumo. Good morning. Thank you for listening.